I'm proud he's a network marketing professional for the last 30 years. Super amazing, right-minded investment person, and all the success he made, and a lot of people changed their lives all over the country. Over 500,000 recruited people active working, and I'm proud I'm one of them. He is, on the other hand, a very, very nice guy who's really giving you everything from the heart. And what I love about him, his passion. Okay, I don't want to take much longer. Thomas, all the way. Love you so much. The mic is yours.
Thank you so much. Shukran, Habibi, for your nice introduction. Glad to have you aboard. This guy is really amazing. So whenever you have a chance to attend one of his speeches here, his keynotes and his trainings, might be blockchain related or related to personal development, make use of it. This guy is just amazing. Carsten, let me also check quickly from your end. Today it's an open house, so we don't have to watch every minute. This is my 33-year-old friend Carsten. I will introduce much more about him when it comes to the second part of today, which is staking, which is the Zeniq topic. And then we will meet at the end again when it's about the compensation plan. And I have a little surprise for you, which I will show you live here over the cam, which some people here will probably quite impressed by. Carsten, let me just see and hear if your voice is also fine.
Hello, good evening, everybody. I hope you can hear me well.
Wonderful. Okay, so one more time, welcome. It's April 20th, or whenever you are watching the recording. Mr. Ahmed Zain just said it will take 90 minutes. I hope we will make it below 60 minutes, but you never know. You know, there's a saying in the beginning, you don't get the people on stage, and later you get them off stage. And if things are, how can I say, excites you that much, then you want to say everything. And we will try to keep the chat open because I have two guys with me here that can take care of it. But let's now focus fully on you, dear guests, the prospects who followed the invitation by somebody who is already in love with Zeniq, with Safir, with Zeniq. So glad to have you aboard. And we will try our very best to make probably complicated things as much easy to understand. And we have, like I said, 3 blocks today. My first piece is, after a quick introduction, is to talk about the entire ecosystem. That's what Ahmed just said. You need to have a full, understandable, backed by reality ecosystem in place before even going forward to see how you can step into it, make use of it, generate residual incomes out of it, just as a consumer. And let me tell you one thing, we have now way more than 500,000 community members who are using our products, our services, some of them making an unbelievable amount of money already. And only 30% out of them decided free of charge to become also a so-called promoter, an affiliate marketer, a network marketer, however you like to call it. And I'm not even talking about what on that end is being earned. So I will take care about the Zeniq ecosystem, which has the app, the hub, the masternode in place, a debit card, which starts in this day to get sent to the people, our upcoming exchange, and the tokenization. And the first project, the first tokenization project, means and marks directly our second, let's say, flagship product. Then this is Zeniq, this is the token itself, and the Safir staking hints. Guys, like Ahmed said, I'm 52, I believe, years young. 33 years I'm doing full-time in network. And in the past, roughly 7-8 years, I'm more and more involved in this blockchain area. Never when it was connected to any kind of network piece, but always just as a user, as an investor, or as an advisory board member. That was my life. And thanks to the past of this industry, I was not looking for anything when last year, August, I got approached by somebody sitting next to me at the poolside on Maldives Island and talking about Zeniq, which is based in the city I'm living in. I'm married, I have 3 kids, 12 years living now in Dubai. And he was telling me about this project, which is based in Dubai. And my pleasure is today to tell you this Zeniq story, which is really cool, coming along with our flagship product number 1. And then we will continue with the second one, which just got launched a few days back. And guys, this is nothing but miraculous. What happened here when it comes to earning, when it comes to profits made by our consumers, it's nothing but crazy. We will go live today. We will show you how this will look like. I will even show you our main product because my wife just got it delivered 2 days back. So it's a perfect scenario today. And we will also at the last 8.5 minutes talk about how you can monetize this pre-information you are getting, because even though the company, like said, started last year already, the real start is happening in these weeks, in these months, because all of that was only pre-launching, projecting and stuff like that. Okay, let's get right into it. We have a disclaimer, like always, even though we are not selling a single token, a coin, a bot, arbitrage, nothing like that, which is always difficult or even not legal to sell over a home-based business type. We still want to say, hey, whatever happens, you all guys have to check yourself. You do this so-called due diligence and do only any kind of purchases of our hardware according to your budget, which you can have there. Because at the end of the day, even though this is the future, it is of course high risk project. But I believe risk is the new security, let's put it this way, because if you look around the world, what's going to happen, it's quite special, if I name it in a nice way. I know the slides are a bit blurry. We have to change this, but I hope you can see it. So let's talk about Zeniq, because it is a mummy of everything. The Zeniq company is based here in the Dubai International Finance Center, and whoever is from the UAE, and we have quite a lot from this area, they know what it means to get the office over there, the regulations you have to fulfill. That's quite a bit. And then there are several corporations which are in place in order to have the blockchain, the crypto piece, attached and coming along with the traditional fiat piece. Therefore, we need banking partners, which are all in place, and the tools you need also to combine both. That's what we are doing. Now I see here no sound by Mr. Santoshi or Santosh. May I ask the others to put in the chat if you can understand me well? And maybe somebody is putting that Santosh is just refreshing his page. So talking about the company, what I like here, they are not started in a way to say, let's find a way to make a business, network kind of business. Not at all. The story started with this gentleman to the right-hand side. You see, this is Magister Erwin Doctor from Austria. He is a very famous sportsman, sport economist. So he was gaining medal after medal in swimming. He was Olympic attendee. He was part of the Olympic Games. And he also was the one who bought the Ironman brand all across the globe, including the UAE. That's why the connection is so strong. And this guy was in 2018 sitting together with probably the biggest genius, the most known and most chased genius when it comes to blockchain industry, a programmer, a coder, who is really working for the biggest banks, everything his team of 30 coders were doing. And just by accident, it happened that he was a best friend from the childhood by Mr. Erwin Doctor. So, and then they are thinking, hey, we can do it better. Blockchain is the future, yes, but it can be faster, it can be cheaper, it can be more convenient. And tokenization is the biggest market coming along. So right now, it will be, we will see who's making it, who will become the #1 standard for tokenization. He even said we can make a hardware device to bring families and small and medium-sized companies as well back into the scenario to be a sovereign partner of their own assets, fiat and crypto. That was the story in 2018. They put all their money together, they developed, and it went all the way to the prototyping of the machine I'm going to show you live tonight. Then, in order to bring it to the world, they needed help. They needed financially help, and they needed distribution help. Because, you know, guys, in crypto, the main beauty is to be decentralized. There's no one who can manipulate, because you will be the owner of your assets. So they chosen a Switzerland company for this task, and after 3 months, they find out it just didn't work out. And I love that this is part of this slide, because it just happened. And then Mr. Erwin Doctor, remember that he is so close to the royal family due to his former activities. And he was saying, hey, Dubai, you want to become the hub of the world for blockchain. So why not having a look at what we are putting together? And thanks God, one fellow of the royal family who is in charge with his family office to do everything in regards to digitalization, tokenization, bringing the administration of Dubai onto the blockchain, which already happened, They understood the power of Zeniq, and they become a part, they become a co-founder, a shareholder, and this power, and now let me talk to the networkers out of you, to have a project like this with a compensation plan you never saw before. We have people in the past 8 months who made literally 4, 5, 6 million euro, which is way more in dollars, by the way, just in the pre-launch, and having on the same time a backup royal family who are always looking for just the best. You know about Dubai. This kind of sandwich scenario is nothing but incredible. So in May last year, all got started, and it got started, like said, with a relationship with His Highness Sheikh Zayed bin Hasha Al Maktoum, like you see on the left side. He's the nephew of the ruler, of the king of Dubai. On the left side, you see parts of the management board. Really, Google the people. They are really great guys with several degrees and track records in the past. And then it just went crazy. So they said, okay, if we are going to announce this, that should be with a boom. So the real start of the tokenization thing happened last year in September, roughly, by illuminating the tallest building in the world, the Burj Khalifa, coming along with press and TV and radio to announce now, based in Dubai, is a company with a blockchain solution which was never seen before. What is the idea? The idea is not to target those 3% of people who are already in the blockchain world, who are used to buy Bitcoin, sell Bitcoin, trade it, and do other things like staking and so on, because the future is there. We have today the e-euro, the e-dollar, the e-yuan, everything is going on blockchain. So the other 97%, including my parents, which are around 80 years old, this is our target group. So the headline number one is make it as simple, as easy, as accessible for everyone to step into this brand new world, which you have to be in. Like Ahmed said in the very beginning, either you are in the blockchain or you are out of business. It is similar to what Bill Gates was saying years ago when it comes to the internet. Now it is just much more powerful. It's about security, because it's a dangerous area. If you do crazy things, you can lose your money just like that. Not because you got scammed, but by not knowing the basics of how it works with a wallet, with your crypto, because there is no banker you can call. Hey, by accident, I was sending the money which was supposed to go to Dr. Michael, but it went to Dr. Carsten. Can you please exchange, get it back to me? No, that's not. So to make it easy, to make it secure, and to connect the crypto world to the fiat world. The fiat world is the dollar, the euro, the rupee, what else? The Swiss franc. That is the fiat world. To connect it, to make it easy for people to buy crypto, to sell crypto, to make it one ecosystem. That's what they are doing. And the last number 4 headline, which I like the most, is you will become again the sole owner of your assets, which you are not if you have money on your bank. You are not the owner. You can tell the bank online or on place, please make a bank transfer to XYZ, and it will work 99.9%. But the money is with the bank. The same is in crypto. If you have your crypto assets, for example, in Binance, you are not the owner anymore. Yes, it is your wallet over there, but it is centralized. Still, there's always a chance that they have a maintenance, that they are saying, oh, why do you send it there? Can you please give a proof of the source of the funds? So to become, again, a sovereign owner of your fiat and crypto asset. That are the 4 headlines why Zeniq is on the market. And therefore, they created a blockchain. A blockchain is a base where all this is going to happen. And our blockchain is fully decentralized. If you look at the picture, on the left side, you see a person in the middle, a person running kind of this blockchain, being able to interact. Let's put it in a way to manipulate. I don't say they are doing it, but the chance is there. A decentralized blockchain is owned by the community, is owned by each and everybody who has a so-called master node, which you can buy from Zeniq, and you get it shipped to your place at home, and you are a part of it. There is no one in between who can interact. It's just owned by the community. This is a pure idea of crypto from Bitcoin 13 years back. But a blockchain can be as fast as a Bitcoin blockchain with roughly 8-9 transactions possible per second, which means it will never become your day-to-day payment tool. Because if you buy a coffee using a Bitcoin, it might take too long just by the transaction speed. The coffee is already cold until Mr. Starbucks has received the money. So you need speed. The coffee might be also too expensive because in certain times, the blockchain will charge you 10, 15, 20, 30, in Ethereum, sometimes $50, $60. So microtransaction like a coffee will never work. It's just too expensive. So all these things in mind, plus the scenario, having a blockchain working together, flawless with all the others, like Ethereum, like Tron, like the Binance chain, without any challenge in between. They are just working hand in hand. This is the revolution and what Zeniq have invented. We have way more than 50,000 transactions per second. We are giving out the real numbers down the road. And it works across with all the other blockchains, and it's really decentralized. So people just love it. And it got public just a few weeks back, even though the blockchain is running for more than 1.5 years. And then, of course, what you need now is an exchange. And again, here we will set brand new standards, a fully decentralized exchange. That means not like Binance. The exchange we are bringing to public next quarter itself means you have the private keys of your assets. You are the owner. And you can always decide on your own where you want to spend, from where you want to buy, how much you want to spend. It will be on you. Fully decentralized. No institution in between saying, no, this is too much. This doesn't work along with your regular salary. Or I don't want you to send a certain amount to this wallet address because that might be a wallet of a bad guy. Yes, it's nice if those exchanges taking care of the customers. But hey, I'm 18 years and above. I'm an adult. I would like to decide myself, and this is going to happen with the Zeniq exchange, with the lowest transaction fees, fully IBAN compliant. So crypto in, fiat out. So I'm receiving, for example, and you will learn this during the presentation, a lot of crypto assets, probably being millions of dollars worth. But not all your gas or electricity provider or your gas station or the fees for the school are taking crypto as of now. Maybe end of this year, maybe in the next year, in the next year. It will happen. It already happened in Dubai and so many areas. The biggest developer just announced you can buy with crypto real estate. That will go fast, but not all are doing it. So we need the opportunity that your assets you are building with a Zeniq, being a Zeniq consumer, a customer, a user, can be transferred and converted super easy into the so-called fiat money, because not everybody is working with it. Again, low fees, so many more advantages coming along, and experts are expecting this exchange to skyrocket like crazy just by the features. And again, going to start next quarter. Then we need some tools. The first tool is, of course, our Zeniq app. Wallet, which always is on your mobile phone. So your banking will always be on your mobile phone, fully secured because you have the private keys. It's fully decentralized. There's nobody from outside and can block it, stop it, nothing. You see, the main headline is decentralizing. Decentralization, is that an English word? I don't know, but you know what I mean. This app is available. And no matter if you like the product today, if you like the business model today, download this app. Download this wallet because it's probably one of the most securest available. It's free of charge. It's in the Google Play Store. It's in the Apple App Store. And you can secure your assets there the best way. Plus, more or less every week, every month, more and more features coming along. Such we just have announced our staking possibility where you earn crazy money every single fraction of a second, ladies and gentlemen. That's the first tool we need. Then now how to bring it from this crazy monopoly kind of crypto world into the real world. And one tool might be a debit card. We have one coming from MasterCard with a brand new solution in place. So all the merchants will only see a dollar, a euro, a Swiss franc, a dirham transaction, even though you as a customer, you can top up this card with fiat money as well with crypto, with the Zeniq coin, with Bitcoins, with Avinok, with whatever your favorite crypto is. This card is going to launch in this week itself for the European Union, and during this year it will go to the rest of the world. It has a limit of up to 100,000 euro, what is it, 110, 115,000 dollar, to make it a mass product. It's not about to buy real estate with it, to make your day-to-day life in the crypto area so much easier to take out from the ATM machine that kind of money you need. And now let's talk about a coin, because each blockchain has its own coin, and each blockchain needs this coin as a payment coin in order to do a transaction. Even though it's much cheaper, still this coin is needed. And you will see in a bit why this coin will skyrocket. There is no way around. We not have started. People can now mint those coins, not a mining process such we have in Bitcoin, for example. It's a minting process. And you can become your own minter by having such a device, which you see on the right-hand side here. This coin, like said, experts are expecting a big amount. Today it's around 40 cents something. It's not yet started, ladies and gentlemen. But the good news is a hub we are selling to our customers is producing, is minting such coins for you every single day for the next 15, 16 years to come. And due to the use case of this system coin, analysts are expecting highest prices. I just quote our chief sales officer of Safir, and he's saying he's not selling a single Zeniq coin below the price of $300, just to give you an idea. Without taking too much time today to give you all the input why it is happening when it comes to lower the supply every day, burning token, which means the demand stays and goes higher while the supply goes down. That is a logical thing of market, of demand and supply. It's just amazing. So to have as many Zeniq coin could be a good idea. And to give you a very careful understanding, system coins like the Zeniq one, that's not the first one. Let's have a look at the Ethereum. The Ethereum, which is provided or which is used, for example, for a decentralized exchange called Uniswap. They got launched 2015, you can see it on the left side, with $0.68. And they reached their all-time high in May 2021 with more than $4,000. These are the moments where people saying, if only I would have known this. Unfortunately, most people probably did not buy for 68 cents. Today it's more than 3,000. You always have a correction, but I think the direction you could understand very clearly. The next big thing happened 2017 in September. It's called BNB. This is the token which comes along with or which is in use for the Binance Smart Chain. It's Pancake Swap, and they started with even only 9.6 cents. And 4 years down the road, 3.5 years down the road, the all-time high was $690. Now talking about our exchange, because what you have to see, Ethereum is still the #1 when it comes to tokenization, but having big fees and many challenges. Let's make it very easy. The Binance blockchain did many things much better, of course. Now we're talking about Zeniq. We got started April last year with 3.5 cents. Today, it's like I said, like 40 cents. That's already quite nice for people who got this information early. But this is nothing of what we are expecting. This might become the new standard. There are experts expecting this, saying this, knowing the power of Dubai, of the UAE as a financial head or hub for the blockchain industry, because it comes with an own blockchain, which is fully compatible, which have the lowest fees, the fastest transaction, and it is built for a turnkey tokenization project. What that means, my buddy Carsten will tell you in a little while. So what we are doing, guys, and this makes us being legal all over the place, because we are not selling tokens to you. You can buy this device. It costs you roughly 2,000 euro. What is it? $2,100 roughly. This is a device which I believe is a must-have. It needs to be in each and every household. Unfortunately, it cannot, because it is truly limited. Maximum 500,000 are being sold. Half of it is gone. There will be a Hub 02 with new purposes. If I will watch in the future, the next 2-3 months, the next products will get launched. But this is the number one. This is the first masternode of probably the biggest blockchain project and is standard ever. Future will show. I think it's a good chance. And it looks like this. Let me quickly do my picture a bit bigger here. So this is how you will get it, the Zeniq Hub. Also this, I mean, you get this shipped, you know, by FedEx Express. And without going in all the details here, this is the machine itself, the Zeniq Hub 01. It's really solid made. And this is giving you the minting power, the exchange, your virtual IBAN, which connect. This is basically the bank for at home, which stores your crypto. There are two Linux processors. One is always connected to the internet, either by Wi-Fi or by LAN cable. That is for your exchange purposes, for sending transactions, and all what you need in order to exchange, buy, sell, and so on. The other one will be attached to the internet. The other one is just storing your crypto in the best possible, securest way. This is it. And I can strongly suggest one more time, I don't know if you like to also talk about it, do the same like you hosted with you today, or if you just say, give me one of this, and my sister needs one, and I know few more people, but that's it, fine. But make use of this presentation in order to get yours along. So it's a wallet, I told you, and it has a Zeniq masternode. What I told you, you will be part of the Zeniq blockchain. And just as a side note, this piece of high tech is minting you coins. Each one roughly 2 pieces a day. That goes slowly down by a halving process. That's why it will take over 16, 17 years, depending on the speed of we are selling those hubs. And it gives you, it's like the question, guys, and I like this example a lot. Do you prefer to buy a cow or milk? That's the point. A cow is producing kind of milk for you every day. That is the cow, our Zeniq Hub. And the most important thing is, guys, and we had this topic, I was just meeting with Carsten, who is now taking over in a little while, about projects of the past. This is what it counts. This is where you have to put an eye on. The coin backed with reality, not just with a Twitter hype or with a fancy story. I mean, guys, our white paper will be launched now any day, this week, next week, and it comes stamped with one of the big 4. What is the English word? You know, those guys like KPMG, like Ernst & Young, like Deloitte, like Pricewaterhouse, stamped, officially uploaded. This was never seen before. It is backed by reality, by hardware devices we are sending all across the globe. Of course, our debit card with MasterCard in cooperation, sending all across the globe, our wallet, and of course, our tokenization options. And this is what's going to happen in June. We are going to Mexico, to Playa del Carmen. There will be the first Zeniq developer conference. And this is addressed to the pros on this call today. Tell me one project which has also this affiliate piece attached, who are taking care of the developers, making sure that all this is getting bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger because of all the projects, like Ahmed said, the metaverse, the artificial intelligence, gaming, real estates, assets like gold and silver and sport and art. That is all going together. Yes. So now, talking about the product, because most of you got invited, hey, this is a business opportunity. Yes, it is. But you need to understand the power as much as possible. So what you need to buy, no matter if you like the business model or not, buy this Zeniq Hub. So you will get a link from the one who invited you, because nobody can buy it. It's masternode referring masternode. Only customers can do it. Okay? So that is a 1998, and you need to have one if you ask me. We have a promotion running. And this is a nice way to talk about the Avinok token, which is now part of the main feature of tonight's presentation, taking over by Carsten. Each and every masternode gets you 200 Avinok token free of charge. And I tell you something, in the next months to come, let it be a year, this 200 token might be fully paid for your hub, quite nice. Many people are using these minting farms. So as more you are buying, as cheaper it becomes. It's a discount piece. So I always suggest get one of those hardware devices, shipped to you by FedEx Express. It will take 3 to 5 months, but the production of the minting will start right after you have purchased 2-3 hours later. The piece itself, because of the high demand, calculate 3, 4, probably 5 months from today until it reaches your home. But no matter, the minting process starts today. Then people are taking this 8 minting farm piece, which is 11,300 euro. That just comes with a big discount. And it basically gives you 8 times, roughly 2 coins a day, 16, plus 8 times 200 Zeniq token as a special feature. My friend Carsten, who is taking over, he just had 2 customers who are buying, you see down below in the middle, 256 housing hubs. That is a whole rack minting farm like crazy. So 256 times roughly 2 coins per day, plus 256 times 200 Zeniqs free. So this is what your budget, what you like, what you want. You can even earn your money to do this, because our compensation plan does not ask you to make a purchase before. Free of charge, you can make literally millions. You get an invoice, guys, to the pros again. How many blockchain, fintech companies you know who are sending you to your private name, to your business address, an invoice? That is just amazing, as you ask me. So to end up this first part of the presentation, get the referral link once we are done here from the one who invited you. That's the only way to step into it. And you should do it with our team, which is literally the fastest one with the best support, and so on and so forth. Then next step is you top up your Safir wallet. And I will show it to you in a little while when Carsten's pass ready. So you top it up. If you are from the European Union, you can even do a bank transfer, and the rest of the world, it's just topped up by Bitcoin, Ethereum, Eurocoin, whatever you want, in order to buy the product inside Safir, who has the world exclusive rights to sell the developments done by Zeniq. Okay, then you buy whatever you want, what is according to your goals of a passive earning. And then, like I said, after a few hours, the production, the minting of the coins will start, even though the device itself will take a little while. If you want to do the same your host did with you today, you can just release your account, become a promoter, which makes you earning from day one. Again, in real time, 5 times a day, 10 times a day, everything happens in real time, and I will explain it to you at the very end. And then, of course, the second flagship product, which is now breaking all the records. And I have to discipline myself not to give you too many stories of what happened just over the last weekend. That was never seen before. People out of our team made more than €1 million with this new product, with this new project, which might be the coolest blockchain-based project ever. And we are so happy that this project decided last year to go on the Zeniq blockchain, move from Ethereum, where they are listed since 2018. So it's nothing like a hope and trying project. They are now moving to Zeniq, and due to their immense marketing budget, what Carsten is going to show you now is nothing but magical. And when he's done, I will even take you inside my Safir back office and show you some ideas what to expect, explain to you how much to earn when you want to spread the word, part-time, full-time, or full power. And that's it. And at the end, we are here for your questions. Carsten, are you there?
Yeah.
Now
The micro is on.
Yes,
all right.
now
Yes,
perfect.
I'm here. I'm ready.
Cool.
Let's go to the next.
Let me quickly, because we have so many people from the US, from Australia, from Africa. Some are first time here. Let me quickly say at least few sentences to the guy. Not only that he's my neighbor here in Dubai, coming from the same area in Germany. We know each other for 33 years. We found each other back here in the United Arab Emirates. But this guy is now in the past more than 8 years professional in the blockchain industry. He was helping countless people of becoming financially free without any network piece involved, just by doing the right things, avoiding the wrong things, making use of something like staking we are talking about right now, And I'm so happy that he said, okay, one more time. We built the first network 33 years back. Now we do it again. We are again about to break all the records. It's just a pleasure to have you aboard. And saying that, the mic is yours. We meet again later. Carsten, rock and roll. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Tom, for your kind word, for your kind introduction. Yes, it's a long journey we have been through, and I feel it's just the beginning. Anything else was just a warm-up. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's talk about this specific staking project, this first customer, Zeniq. Staking. What is staking? Staking you might have seen on exchanges like Binance, where you have a certain coin or token, you put it into a certain account for dedicated time, and for the time you become a certain return revenue on what you do. And this staking business is already a multi-billion-dollar market in the world. It is growing very fast. Almost everybody has certain kind of staking opportunities. There are different ways how the money is working behind the scene, how it's generating profit. Just to make it very clear, in this particular case, in conjunction with Zeniq, that is a marketing strategy with $1 billion available for the next coming 10 years. So the really is there's nothing really working behind the scenes. If you put a certain token, the Zeniq token, which I'm talking about a little bit more in detail in the next couple of minutes, if you put them into a certain account, you get benefited, you get a great return on your staking, and the staking will be giving a profit based on numbers. If you have a certain number of tokens kept into the staking account, you get X% of that quantity, of the volume of token you have. On top of that, the value of each token comes on top. Just an example to get you a little bit idea. Let's assume 10,000 Zeniq tokens will be staked, and let's assume you choose the option of 11% on 15 years. You know exactly how many tokens you will get on top. But besides the number of tokens you have, you might have a really interesting growth in value over the time. Why should it grow? We will see after the couple of slides further when we talk about Zeniq more in detail. The staking market is a huge market, and Cardano, for example, or Solana or Polkadot, just to name a few, more than 71, 77, 80, 60% of all available floating tokens of certain projects, even Ethereum, a huge amount of tokens are kept for a certain time into the staking process. It's really a huge thing, and here it will be the same. Zeniq. Let's talk about Zeniq, the first customer, which his own token, as Tom said, it will be moved over to the Zeniq blockchain within the next couple of weeks. Zeniq is an aviation solution provider, which in simple terms makes a complete private business charter airline industry anything but the regular, the regular commercial flights like Emirates and other airlines. Anything else is a huge business, 1.8 trillion business on the blockchain, because they found out, the owners are pilots themselves, they found out that the business is really, really old school, analog, with fax and email and phone calls. It's really tough to organize a flight. If you want to book a charter flight, an ambulance jet, a private jet, a business jet, or whatever, that is quite complicated. It takes a lot of effort and time and money to get things organized and done. So think about Uber. Uber is an app on your phone. You know all your resources. You know if an airplane is available, whatever purpose it might be. And if you find it, you can book it, you can pay it, you can do everything in minutes. And this is really huge. Even so, we don't have so much touch with this business in our daily life, but still is a huge multi-trillion-dollar business. And Zeniq and Zeniq, as Tom said, has announced last year, October, the partnership with Zeniq. And they have announced that their project will move as soon as the smart chain is fully deployed, somewhere in May, June, will move over to Zeniq, which means any transaction goes faster. Any fee will go down. So it's really a great win-win situation. The future of aviation, maybe the aviation industry will change because of the recent 2 years. We have a lot of people who say, hey, I can afford it. Instead of flying business class or first class in whatever airline, let's get a personal airline, a personal private jet with close friends and family, and fly with that. So the growth rate in the last 2 years in this particular business is tremendous. Many airplanes have been converted into freight machines to move stuff because all the freight container ships are in trouble. They cannot supply as fast as necessary. It's a huge, huge, huge business. And there the guys have found great solution, bring things together, smart on their software solution, and then we will see what's going on. Till 2027, the suggestion says 24 trillion business financial assets will be moved on the blockchain. That will happen anyway. The future is tokenization. It's not just the airline industry where airplanes, infrastructure, and things will be tokenized. I see the whole world, any asset, any company, any participation, any property, anything of worth will be tokenized. And this 24 trillion estimate, I think it's much too small, this number. I think it will be even much, much more. And especially Dubai is really in the center of that movement. Zeniq has public-private partnerships with the government to set the golden standard in how to tokenize things, not just for Avinok, for everything you can imagine. So this is huge, and Avinok is just the first out of hundreds of companies to be tokenized with the help of Zeniq. As I said, aviation industry, it's airlines, it's a charter capacity, which is not in regular business. It's a business aviation, it's the private business, it's a charter for ambulance flight, and it's cargo, urgent freight, this kind of stuff. And this is all made now digital available with this app. The app calls Woo. Woo is the name of the app. You can have it also on your tablet, on a PC. Within a couple of weeks, it's going to start. The app has been launched now in April for all the service provider to get connected. All the airplane providers, solution supplier, food and catering and spare parts and staff, people like pilots, everything will be connected right now. And in a couple of weeks, once this onboarding has been completed and tests have been done successfully, somewhere end of summer, we will see things going live already this year in a couple of months. And you can have an app, you can take your Avinok token and you can spend them for your next travel plans for the future. This is an app version of that tool, which shows how approximately things could look like. It's the first kind of thing, B2B, where you have all the business people who are flying private, anybody related to business, in a fingertip within your mobile. Within minutes, you can take decisions and plan and execute your thing, which is really amazing. It saves so much time, like Uber in the air. This is really the future of aviation, and big corporations are watching very closely to see how it grows, how it works. And once they have certain milestones reached, I'm 100% convinced that really big names are stepping into the game to give it another push. Avinok token, as said before, is already listed since 2018. So it's nothing new. This one is an existing project where the token will be moved over to the Zeniq blockchain. And this token can be bought open on the public markets like Uniswap, like La Token, P2P or B2B. It's another centralized exchange. And very, very soon, with a major upgrade within the Zeniq app itself, there will be a swap function or a kind of exchange light version where you can buy and exchange your token within the app itself. So you could buy Avinok token in the app very soon, I would guess somewhere next month, and put them into staking. And that is the main topic we talk about later. So you can buy them already, get them as early as you can. The price now is around 38, 39, 40. Sometimes it shoots up even much beyond. And it's a little bit volatile right now because people get to know right now. Since we do these webinars on a more regular basis, people get to know, people get involved. And with the staking in place, man, just imagine 30% out of, I don't know how many 100,000 of people are active promoters. There will be, I don't know, 50, 60, 70,000 people having stuff on his hand, busy right now in putting the Avinok staking in place. Just think about it, couple of days, weeks later, everything is settled, everything is running, and the staking runs in real time. Every second you get your return booked into your app. You have never seen like that before in your life. And now you can show to your friends, to your neighbors, to everybody. Just imagine what demand you are creating on the market on a global scale. And everybody has to go to the public market, buy the tokens, and you can imagine what will happen if that flood kicks in the next couple of days, weeks, and months ahead of us. So the potential is really tremendous. The Zeniq app, I suppose everybody has heard about it or has already installed the app on his mobile. That is a decentralized app running for you. You have the ownership. You have the passphrases. Please keep them safe. You know how to handle it. And everything is done in this app itself. You can store your coins. You can do staking right now as we speak in this app. Very soon you can buy and sell, you can exchange, you can put fiat money into it, dirham, dollar, whatever, Indian rupees, and exchange into the token very, very soon. So very smart, very cool, available right now. So when we finish our meeting, go to your host and ask him how to get it done. We have a document where we show step by step how things will be done. You go to the store, Google Store, Apple Store, whatever you have, and you download your app. That's the first step. Of course, you do your saving of your passphrases, of your 12 password seeds. Very important. There will be a little text saying, please secure your wallet. That is the first thing you do. After this is done, you can just select from the catalog of many, many, many pre-installed token and coins. You can select Avinok, you can select Ethereum, USDT, whatever you have in mind, and makes them visible in your app, and you are set to get started. Once you buy on any of these named exchanges your Avinok token, you can change them, you can send them directly into your app. They will show up, and once they are available and you have enough Ethereum for the time being, for the fees, we are still on Ethereum for a couple of weeks. Once we move on, as explained somewhere in May, June, and you don't need any Ethereum anymore. But for the time being today, please put a little bit of Ethereum. We recommend $100 or more to have enough to be on the safe side, and you can put your staking into place. We will show you that again in the coming slides. So this is the same slide, I would say. You install, yes, looks like it's the same slide. Let's go on to the next one. And here we go. Now, assuming everything is done, you downloaded your app, you secured your pass seed phrase, you loaded Ethereum for fees, you bought your Avinok token, has been loaded to your Zeniq app. Now you can choose. The system gives you advanced information. It is standard-wise selected on 10 years, but you have different options, 1 year, 3 years, 5 years, 10 years, 15 years. We will see it later on in further slides in detail how it looks like. You select whatever you want. I strongly recommend go for 15 years. It's the highest return, and you can see upfront how many tokens are you willing to put into staking, what is the time schedule, and you see the results upfront. You can play around. Tom will later on show you live in the Safir staking simulator how you can figure out what is the best possible solution for yourself. Once you made your decision, you put the numbers, you put the timeline, let's say 15 years, and say stake goes. And then it kicks in. And from that moment, every second, the return will kick in, every second in real time. Now we have principally two ways of doing this kind of staking. Anybody can on Earth check this app, Zeniq app, download this app to his mobile and can get started. And that is possible. Of course, you can do that. The second version is you do the same, but since you are here by your invitation of your host, you might have a free Safir account as well. And if you are motivated enough to connect your Zeniq app with your Safir account by photographing a QR code, you are linking these accounts. The system knows from this moment, hey, this is a Safir customer or even promoter, and the revenue will be increased dramatically. And we will show you how that works. Let's go with option 1. We have 5 different time frames: 1 year, 3 years, 5 years, 10 years, 15 years. Anybody can choose, all right? And you know what you are getting. If you choose for 1 year, you get 1.5% per year, straightforward, and it's always related to the number of tokens and not on the value of tokens. If you put 1,000 tokens, you know what you get. On 3 years, already you get 7.5% in total, which is 2.5 per year. In 5 years, you get in total for the whole duration 18.75%, which is 3.75 per year. 10 years is 5%. 15 years is 5.5%, which is fine, which is nice, which is cool, but not really the thing. We will come now in the next slide why it is very important to get connected. The staking usually in other platforms is happening daily, weekly, monthly, and quite often at the end of the duration, whatever you have chosen. Here, it is not even every day. It is every second to be true. We will show you that later on. And in order to make it happen, we have chosen a very smart way, a temporary way for the next couple of weeks until they move over to the Zeniq blockchain, because we know the experienced guys of you know Ethereum fees are quite high. So they went and chose a way of creating an NFT. Everybody has an NFT, a non-fungible token, which can be loaded with all your returns, which are kicking in every second, mounting up. And once in a month, for example, you can say, all right, I have now accumulated so many returns. Now I claim these returns. Either you claim them out and you just spend them or keep them or exchange them against whatever you like, or you choose to restake these new tokens again in a new, fresh, new staking agreement where you again can choose whatever time you would like to have, as longer as higher the return. All right. And another very smart thing, because the whole staking issue, of course, shall support the Zeniq ecosystem. All right. All our customers with their special programs are supporting the ecosystem, because whenever you do such claiming of rewards, regardless if you would like to take them out or you would like to restake them again, the company will calculate the exact value at the moment of staking, and out of that 5% will be taken from the company's money, not from your money, and they will buy in real time the Zeniq coins from the market and burn them. The supply of Zeniq anyway is limited, and from that limited supply, some will be taken out and will be burned. So the number of tokens will be less over time. The same principle will also take place when the exchange is full in operation. Any fee generated will be taken, buying the Zeniq coins, burn them. When tokenization is going on in full scale, any profit made will be taken, buying the Zeniq coins and burning them. Very unusual, very special. I have never seen like that before. Very smart if you think about it. Now, option 2. Now let's talk the real deal, the one which I would guess 100% of people would choose, like, because why to go for the terms and conditions we have seen before if you can get much more? You have your Zeniq app installed, everything done as agreed, and then you link your Zeniq app with your Safir back office. And this is just done by photographing this QR code. Once this is done, everything is changing because it simply doubles the return. And this is also the highest motivation of your potential customer to do this kind of linking, because he gets double. He doesn't get 1.5% in the first year or in the 1-year contract, he gets 3%. And it goes on up to 15 years, and there we get 165% total return on our investment, on our staking, which equals to 11% per year. Important to understand, these numbers are just based on, I put my tokens in, I get my returns out, and I just take them out. There's no compounding, there's no reinvestment considered yet. If you just think about this potential on top of this, making reinvestment on monthly basis, everything 50-50, whatever, how this will go on in increasing the number of coins and tokens you have, this is just magic. This is really interesting. And just imagine having 11% of return for 15 years. Let's jump a little bit back to the slide Tom has shown you, where Ethereum years back was just in a very small amount, few dollars, BNB just few cents, and within 4, 5, 6 years, everybody knows how that went up. That would be cool if you would have been there at that time 5 years ago, buying Ethereum for $5 or even less and keeping them until today. I'm just repeating this to make you aware about what could happen to these tokens in 5 years or 10 years or even 15. Just think about it. So the value comes on top of the great return. The percentage is always related to number of token you are getting back. Whatever the price will be, $1, $5, $10, whatever, the number of tokens will still be the same every single day. And that makes an exponential growing value in your passive income. That's what it's all about. When I have this option 2, as explained, you have installed, you have done all the things we have explained before. You have linked by using the QR code. You choose your staking amount. You choose your staking time. You say, yes, go staking. Please keep in mind you need Ethereum for the time being enough to have the fees. Please load $100 at least on Ethereum. Everything will work smoothly. And from June onwards, I suppose we don't have this anymore. That will be fully done by Zeniq coin. Cumulation or compounding, it's a magic thing. If you know how many tokens you put in and you know how many tokens you get on a monthly basis, you may go to this online calculation tools which are available free of charge and find out if you take whatever you get on a monthly basis and reinvest them for a certain time. Or you say 50% will be reinvested on a certain time, and check how the number of tokens are really increasing dramatically over time. Multiply the extra token with the value you believe the token might get, and you will be extremely, I don't know, flushed, or I don't really have the right word to show what I think what will be. It is just out of this world what is possible to get over there in such a short time. As higher the Zeniq staking goes, as more volume we produce, as more value the tokens will get, as more Zeniq coins will be collected and burned, which will support at the same time not only the Zeniq token, also the Zeniq coin. So it's very smart to have both. You should have Zeniq minting devices as well, minting your coins, supporting the value at the same time. So just think about the double effect which you have in your portfolio. That is in short everything about the staking offer, which is really very, very special. I strongly recommend to get in touch and just do it and figure out how it works. And Tom will show you now live some magic numbers.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much. I'm excited, like always. And always when I listen to you, because I cannot listen to myself at the same time, it always leads me to this Richard Branson quote saying, if somebody is showing you a great opportunity, make use of it and learn it later.
Yeah.
What I want to say, that might sound so complicated. And when I think back when Carsten first time told me about staking, probably 2 years back, not longer than that, since then, without any business involved, just by using Binance staking, I made literally a fortune out of it. But I didn't understand it. I just followed him. I'm trusting him. Now we have even this, put it on steroid in that way here. And you can even, by sharing the word, add so much money. Let me share with you this staking simulator, which each and every customer has. And the beauty of this masterpiece, guys, is that we are, by regulation, we are not financial advisors. You are not. So you can only recommend, become a free Safir customer. It will not cost you anything, never, ever. And if you want, buy some Zeniq coin, wherever you are taking them from. You buy them externally on exchanges, or even over the counter from a friend, or by using MetaMask, Uniswap, whatever. And if you are connecting your app with your Safir free customer back office, you will simply get twice as much. Same time, the company is able to track what volume went into staking. And due to the fact that this beautiful company Zeniq put $1 billion in marketing budget we have for a limited time of probably half a year, probably 1 year, this offer now. Like I said, we will have so many more products coming in the blockchain world and even in other worlds, the new hub, new staking projects, new tokenization projects. But that is now the number one, and the results are just crazy. I will show you now my screen here so you can have a look. So I'm just pretending I'm my customer. So let me just ask, and Carsten, because I cannot see now the chat anymore, can you just speak if you can see my back office here?
Yes, of course, everything is fine.
Okay, perfect. So I'm a customer, nothing else. I'm a customer. I just bought Avinok for a certain. Let's go here and let's say I was paying 5,000 euro, which is $5,500. That is my budget because I understood what Carsten told me. So right now, in real time, if I buy 5,000 euro, I will get 15,151 Avinok token. That's the price real life now. Okay, now next what I have to decide is how long I put it into staking. And when I first time heard 1 year, okay-ish, 3, 5, 10, and even 15, that might be only for my kids. But once you understand the full potential, there is nobody going less than 15 years. And I will explain to you why this only makes sense. Of course, you're getting all in all 165%, which basically means I will get, let's make an easier number. Let's put here for the time being 100,000 token, which is the number so many of our clients are using. So they spend right now 33,000 euro. Or let's make it a zero less to make it also for the rest of the world more practical. So 3,300 euro, roughly $4,000. So I know now, if I go on 15 years, I will end up 10,000 plus 165%. It's another 16,500 token. So all in all, I will have 2,6,500 token. 165 plus my principles, the 10,000 I was buying, okay? That's the beauty here. And what they did, again, it's a first, never done before. Your real-time rewards, which are coming not even by second, but in fractions of second. If you open your wallet, you will see, and you can show it to your prospects, how within seconds, your counter of Avinox, representing a certain dollar value, is counting up. And whenever you want, this question was in the chat, I can say, now I claim them in order to buy a private jet flight, in order to sell them on the market, in order to put them again into staking, which again creates the value of our compensation plan. This is auto ship from the 80s put to steroids. That's how I like to say it. Okay, 15 years, and I will tell you later why that is the only thing making sense. Or let me explain again. Because in this fraction of second payout, you are not only getting your 165, you are getting your principal token, your 10,000 in return. So basically, the 10,000 plus your rewards is a certain number, and this number will be divided by 15 years, divided by 12 months, by that many weeks and days and minutes. So you will get all the way down the road your initial principal back to your account. So it will take you roughly 7 years. Then you have everything which you have put in already in return. And still for generations to come, you are basically creating money. Now, the next thing, me as a customer now, what do I expect? Carsten knows the founder of Avinok. We can see so many press releases. And the default setting here is on 50%, saying, okay, the price of today, 33 euro cent, $36 is by end of this year, 50% higher. Next year, 50% higher. So I put it on 50%. Professionals are saying that will be way more. So let's go to 75, which is, again, in my private understanding, super conservative. So next is I'm telling the system it is connected with my Safir back office, because only in that case we get twice as much rewards. So now we have a summary. Listen, guys, one Avinok token now is 33 euro cent, $36. One Avinok token in 15 years will be 1,500 euro, $1,600. Experts are expecting way more, way earlier. This is in that scenario. You can play around with the numbers. That means talking about money. You today put 10,000 Avinok token. Me, I will do it as a customer. It costs me 3,300 euro. At the end of the duration of 15 years, I will end up exactly, now you can see the number, 26,500 token. That is my principal plus my rewards. This will be, assuming this price is correct, 38 million euro. 38 million euro. Nobody will wait that long. That's how human beings are working. So we are reaching $1, the first people will cash out. We are reaching $5, the first people will cash out. That's always, we will always have those corrections, but get an idea. And that's I love about the 15 years because it self-disciplined me to basically, how can I say, to not sell it too early, which I always do. That always happened. I'm always be too early with the decision of selling something or buying something. It always is too late. This is so bad with the presentation here. Oh no, it goes back to this place. Perfect. Okay, so that means, guys, if you like this idea as a customer, you register if not yet done. You download the Zeniq app if not yet done. You buy Avinok token somewhere on the market. Think about it. I mean, we are anyway past 1 hour. Yesterday, I gave this example, or day before yesterday. Think about you're an Amway distributor, an Herbalife distributor. You are buying at your grocery store a product, a nutrition, and now you send the invoice from Walmart, from the pharmacy, back to Herbalife, back to Amway, and tell them, hey, put this in the compensation plan. They will say, what have you drunken? Maybe you take less. But here is exactly like this, due to this immense marketing budget. People are buying somewhere on an exchange externally, they put it into staking, connect with Safir, and they get twice as much rewards plus the commission I'm going to show you right now. So they connect the Zeniq wallet, they stake the Avinok tokens like shown by Carsten. A few seconds later, you see the real-time rewards climbing in. And we have people who put even $1 million there. So they have like every second, I don't know how many tokens, every day, like 400, 500, 600 tokens are coming in. So they can compound it. They can use this gift rewards to put it again into staking, which again produces commission. Guys, this is a masterpiece. You can compound it, and if you want, you can share it with people you like. And now I will tell you what that means. If you do so, you can make use of the Safir compensation plan. Safir, also located in Dubai, got the exclusive, worldwide exclusive rights to distribute all the developments, the hardware, the ideas coming from Zeniq. Okay, we see on the right-hand side our CSO. I gave his quote later before, saying I will not sell a single Zeniq below the price of 300. On the left side, we see the CEO, Ali Abtunial, who is very, very well-known local here when it comes to sustainable energy and all things related. Why? Because Safir has so much more. We only talk today about blockchain technology on the left side, but we have 3 pillars. The one is energy tech, to produce energy, to save energy. The products are going to be launched this year. We will have health tech. We have the first product in place already, more to come, real revolutionary products, because without health, we can have the coolest token, right? So it's absolutely spectacular what's going to happen. Now, what to do, how to earn. First of all, same as Zeniq, doing those things based on all the regulations, legal across the globe, the same as with the compensation plan. There is no, if you don't buy anything, you cannot make money. And if you buy more, then you can make more. Not at all. We have people in our team, they simply cannot afford to buy the hub, to buy Avinok, but they love the idea. So they start promoting it. They don't pay a single penny, and they're making the same amount of money. And we have examples of those people making a 6-figure income per week. So 3 earning opportunities. The first one is the classic uni level. That means all your direct referrals. I'm talking to my neighbor. I said, you need this device. You need the Zeniq hub. Okay, it costs you roughly 2,000 euro and it gives you XYZ advantage. He is buying it in the same second. Me, as the one who referred, get 10%. This is €200, $220 in real time. If I do this a couple of times a day, I will earn this a couple of times a day, and I can take it out a couple of times a day. This goes to 15 levels according to the qualification you have reached within the Safir compensation plan. The second level gives you 7% and so on. I will show you. Next is our career levels. That's basically your main income if you take it serious. Because each and every career level you have reached gives you a one-time bonus, a rank achievement bonus, starting from €1 all the way to 2.5 million euros. And even that's not the last position, but we keep it here for the time being. So the overall, if you run through the compensation plan, it's only in the second income stream, 4.5 million euro, $5 million. You might have a couple of more millions by the uni level. You might have even a couple of more in the bonus pool. That is a third income stream, again, never seen before. Very straightforward. We have the month of April. The company is doing XYZ dollar volume, staking volume, hardware sold products, health tech sold products. That will come up to 50 million euro as an example. Out of this 50 million, 10% are taken for this bonus pool. That is 5 million. And now it got shared to all our part or full-time so-called Safir promoters, and they will get it 6 months in a row without any condition. It's just being paid. The best pool share was more than 400 euro, and the least one was 20 euro. This month might be the biggest one because we just started the staking, so we will see 10th of May, that's always the day this share is going to be paid. And then 6 months down the road, and if you qualify again and again or for higher, you will get more. So we saw this from Carsten, because the hardware is straightforward. If somebody is buying a minting farm for 11,000 euro, you get paid on 11,000 euro, your 10% house. And the business volume is exactly 11,000 euro. In the staking, it's a bit different. Depending on what the customer is putting inside, it is how much volume goes into this compensation plan. That's like this. A customer will say, better only 1 year, that's better. So 20% of whatever the value is from the moment he is staking goes in the compensation plan where you get paid your 10% on. If he goes for 5 years, 60% of the value he is putting, not the number of coins, the value, that goes in the compensation plan, 10% is yours. And 15 years, it's 100%. It's another reason for you, because you are attending a meeting, not only showing you the beauty of the product, but also how it works for you. Because what is the problem to say, I will become a free Safir user, and I'm married, I put my wife as my front line, and I put the staking amount to my wife. She's going for 15 years, so the entire amount is counting. In our case, it was more than 300,000. So that means this account on top will get 10% on the 300,000, 30,000 euro, just like that in real time. And here we have all the levels for you showing. It's of course dynamic compression, all your front lines without any qualification, 10%. The second level gives you 7%, and the third level 5%, and you can see it here. And I don't have to tell you, as deeper you go in your team, as more people you have, so even the 0.5% is representing probably the highest income for the people who are 3, 4, 5, 6 months and down the road in this business opportunity. The whole compensation plan, I don't go position by position. I want to tell you how it is working. We never flush the volume. Whatever happens, starting from your own purchases with all your referrals, and the referrals of your referrals endless deep will be counted. It will never flush. It will just mount up. It will be accumulated. The moment you have reached 10,000 euro, if you have a look, I don't think you see my mouse, right? The ruby position, I'm skipping the first ones. The ruby position requires you 7 direct referrals. 7 customers or 7 customers who also become a promoter, doesn't matter. If you have 7 in place with at least 100 euro volume, then you are done. Next requirement is a 10,000 euro overall volume, including your own purchases and what happens in your team endless deep globally. That makes you a ruby. That gives you whatever, 1,000, 2,000 euro by uni level, depending how the volume is set. It gives you 300 euro one-time thank you commission, and it gives you one pool share of what I was telling you, which might be next month 100, 200 euro, and it will be paid in a period of 6 months. And that's it. That is all you need to understand. The double ruby needs twice as much volume and 12 directs. And if you go all the way to the diamond, it's €1 million. It's accumulated. And think about this compounding. Think about your customer base is from time to time, week for week, month by month, compounding. The volume is increasing and increasing and increasing. So it's just a time matter to have €1 million. And we have so many diamonds in our team already. €1 million gives you, first of all, 40,000 thank you to become a diamond. It gives you 80 shares. So assuming the share price is €100, this is €8,000 every month for 6 months in a row. You have to make sure that all this volume does not come from one single line. It should be balanced. We call it a 40% rule. So you can only pick 40% from your strongest leg, and the rest has to come from the other ones. But again, no timeline. You can adjust any time and the performance goes up. And you can see this goes all the way to 2.5 million, and it goes even higher, which I'm skipping now here. The staking volume and the hardware volume always have to be 50-50 in order to reach ranks, not for the uni level. That's why I skip it here. The uni level is paid always. If you want to go for the career, you need to make sure that in your entire team, you always have a 50-50 balance scenario. And again, nothing flushes. If you have more staking volume at a certain time, the moment the other one is picking up, which each and every penny coming up in the other area, it will pay you out, it will pay you out. It is just amazing. Guys, the people are earning incredible money. And I always have to promise to our team, don't put all these numbers. They think you are crazy and we are crazy, but it is the truth. I never in 33 years made something and saw something like that. So next step, like always, get to the person who invited you. Let me just see the room. It's still the same amount. 2 people are left. For them, it's too complicated, I believe. And I understand them very well. It's so much input. And I'm also going now to open up the chat again for you guys. So talk to the person who have invited you. That's the only invitation-only business. Choose a product which suits you the best. For you, for your family, for your children, for your grandchildren. That's what we are building here, nothing else. For the next years, we have the royal family as a backup. And so many tokenization projects are coming. We just celebrated the Zeniq. There will be so much more. And you always will know before all the others, this will be the next project. Guys, when we announced Zeniq coming to our Zeniq blockchain in October last year, the price was 4 cents. Today it's 38 cents. Think about this, only this from 4 to 38. Amazing. And then you can make use of it. The live support is part of our beauty, our benefits. Having people like the guy here, Mr. Ahmed San, who probably just finished his iftar celebration, and he's back in full energy. You have team incentives in Dubai and all across the globe. We have real experts in sales, in personality, in blockchain, and you saw 3 of them today, and you still see them. The infrastructure is there. From my end, that's it. I will give for the closing words now back to Mr. Ahmed Zain, my best buddy brother here from the Arab world, from the Middle East world, which is now really evolving like crazy. Let me also say to our unbelievable team from India, we got yesterday 3 new diamonds over there. Guys, you are really rocking it. We will take care of the chat and now listen to the last words of Ahmed. Now we are at the 90 minutes, what you have announced. I was hoping it much faster. We will be much faster in the future, but this one is recorded. This is there. That is your backup for all your prospects. Ahmed, the mic is yours. Thanks for being with us and welcome aboard.
Hello everyone again. Thank you for the speakers. Thank you, Mr. Tom. It was an amazing, super presentation.
And we have a little challenge with your voice. It's like, can you? No, it's not.
1 second.
While you are checking, Asif, this is, that's a bit of problem here. This is all discussed many times. Okay, let's not put it here. our partner UCS sold his shares in order to make the way.
Now is okay.
Okay, and Vivek, you just go to the one who invited you to this.
Now it's good.
Yes, perfect.
Yeah, now it's good. Okay. Once again, hello everyone. Thanks for the whole presenter in this presentation. It was super amazing. I just want to add one last, very important things when the presentation ends usually, or the webinar. There's three type of people. You might be very excited, take the chance, okay, get back to the person who, who spoke to you, choose your product, start your success journey with us, get the right education and knowledge to do the business. You might be the second type of person. You are excited, but you have a little bit of questions. That is amazing. Seek to understand. So you can contact the person who invited you to get the information you need and then start your journey with us. Or maybe you will be the third type of person who, for whatever reason, unfortunately, didn't get it all. It's like me. When the first time I heard all about blockchain and crypto, it's like someone speaking Chinese, which is a language I don't speak. Okay. Or you might be a person like you were not interested that much or in some information or so on. Let me tell you something. You are not here by coincidence. You are here for a reason. It's an opportunity. The life is full of opportunity. Either you give your hand, you pull the opportunity, you grab it, you work on it, and you do it. If you ask me like how it could be, and I have a lot of a lot of how can I say it? Too much unclear information. There is a lot of new vocabulary for me: blockchain, ecosystem, smart chain, wallet, cold wallet, hot wallet, address, tokenization, staking, rewarding, compounding. This is all words you will learn like you learn anything. You are in the right team, so you can understand every details and take your journey to a different level. So after this webinar, either you shut it down and you go back to your life like whatever you were doing, or in your comfort zone for somehow. I believe all of you have achieved a certain level of success in your life, but I believe this is going to take you to a way different level. Okay, for me, I will advise you one thing. When I started with the Zeniq and Safir, I used to say 1 year from now, you will wish you have started today. Today, let me correct it. After the staking program and this crazy rewarding compound system, a minute before, you wish you have started now. Imagine, guys, we're talking about a year from now. If you don't join, if you didn't start, you will wish that you have started today. I'm telling you, a minute ago, you will wish that you started this minute. Okay, I don't want to take it more longer. Thank you very much for attending this presentation. I really hope to see all of you in our next event and trainings, to see you all achieving Ruby, Double Ruby, Sapphire, Black Sapphire, and all this amazing crazy rank. And let me tell you something. If you thought this number of sell are very high, I will correct it for you. You are not selling any anti-aging cosmetics or herbs or supplement, or you are not selling a membership of travel discount. No, this is a word of money where people invest money to get money back. It is the same as of gold, the same as of stocks. So you will never be surprised when you see people are making an investment one shot, $100,000, $200,000, all of that thing. Okay, fine. So I hope everyone is doing great. Get back to the person who contact you or who invite you. Get the whole information. Join. Start to get inviting. Contact people. Make it big. Make a passive income and increase your income even by reinvesting some of the money you are getting from out of the Safir Amazing Compensation Plan. All the love from Dubai to everyone. Thank you very much. Thank you, Tom. Thank you, Dr. Kasten. Have a lovely and good evening for everyone. Thank you.
That's the perfect last sentence. And let me just repeat this, what he just said. That is the in German, we say it's eierlegende Wollmilchsau. It's this everything is nice. So you have the staking rewards every day as a customer. You are minting the Zeniq coin every day as a customer. And now you can increase this by compounding, plus by sharing what your host did with you today. taking that all, using part of the commission to rebuy Avinok, which is also possible. It is crazy. Thank you, Ahmed. Thank you, Carsten. Thanks for everybody on it. I just put the Telegram link here. Yeah, you will see tomorrow the link in YouTube where you can listen to this one more time, share it with your prospects, and then welcome aboard. Thank you so much. Have a beautiful rest of Ramadan. Ahmed and all others from Middle East. See you soon. Ciao.
Thank you. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Good night.
Good night. Good night. Bye-bye.